A baby is born in North Korea, but the moment he opens his eyes, he's labeled a traitor. Not because of anything he did, but simply because of who he was born to. Welcome to a land where the laws are so extreme you wouldn't believe they exist. Where elections are held, but there's only one name on the ballot. And if you dare not vote, you don't just face judgment, you go straight to jail. In North Korea, there's just one TV channel. You can't change it, you can't tune away, you watch what they want you to watch. Freedom of thought? Forget it. Because here, even thinking the wrong thing can send you to prison. Yes, not committing a crime, just thinking it. Welcome to the second episode of Waking World. And today, we are uncovering the darkest corners of one of the most secretive nations on earth. We'll dive deep into some of the strangest and most unbelievable rules that still exist in North Korea. Let's begin. In 2024, North Korea banned sunglasses. Yes, sunglasses. Oh, and wedding dresses too. Not just that, at metro stations, you won't hear music. Instead, you'll hear Kim family speeches looped on loudspeakers. No talking, no whispering, silence is law. If you're caught watching a South Korean drama or a Hollywood movie, that's not entertainment, that's a crime. Punishable by harsh sentences or even forced labor camps. The reason? To prevent what they call ideological contamination. In other words, to stop foreign influence from reaching the people. There's no real internet in North Korea. Only a closed, state-controlled intranet accessible only within the country. And yes, even that is watched. The government monitors what you read, what you see, even what you type. Information is a weapon here, and the state keeps it under lock and key. Want to call someone outside the country? You'll need government permission. Otherwise, even one unauthorized call can land you in serious trouble. TV, radio, newspapers, they're not run by journalists. They're run by the government. Private media doesn't exist. Every word you hear praises the regime. Every headline glorifies the Kim dynasty. And every enemy is the same: the United States and its allies. From a young age, children are taught to hate America. It's not education, it's indoctrination. You can't just get any haircut in North Korea. There are state-approved hairstyles and only those are allowed. No fancy cuts, no dyed hair, no jeans, no glittery dresses. Anything that smells like foreign fashion, banned, confiscated, punished. Even food is controlled. Hot dogs? Banned. They are too American. South Korean dishes like budae-jjigae or tteokbokki? Also banned. Too much foreign flavor for a regime that fears influence. Want to travel from one city to another? Not so fast. You need a permit, or it's considered illegal travel. Only the elite, high-ranking officials or close allies of Kim Jong-un get North Korean passports. The average citizen can't even dream of leaving. North Korea is a nation where the border isn't a line, it's a wall. Own a house, a shop, a piece of land? No. Nothing belongs to the people. Everything belongs to the state. You can only use it if the regime allows. In North Korea, practicing any religion is illegal. You don't get to choose your faith. Yes, there are churches, but they are just props, built to fool the outside world. If you dare step inside one to worship, you're not just punished, you are sent to a labor camp for praying. If you even think of speaking out against the government or the ruling Kim dynasty, you won't suffer alone. Your entire family will be punished. And not just now, for up to 3 generations. That means if someone's grandfather was declared a traitor, Even their unborn grandchild will carry that label. Before they can walk, before they can speak, they'll already be branded as enemies of the state. This is injustice. This is fear, passed down like inheritance. Every neighborhood, every apartment, every block has government informants. Their job? To listen, to watch, to report. You never really know who's spying on you. Could be your neighbor, could be your friend, could be your own family. Here's the strangest part. In North Korea, you can be imprisoned for your thoughts, not for what you did, but for what you might do. If someone reports that you were thinking against the regime, you go to prison. Even thinking rebellion is rebellion. From the moment you are born to the day you die, you're required to attend weekly self-criticism sessions. In front of a class, you must confess, I didn't praise Kim Jong-un enough. I hid someone's weakness from the government. I admired something foreign. You must then beg for forgiveness. And the others, they sit there and criticize you publicly. That's the routine. That's the control. A nation where even your thoughts aren't your own. When you're punished for the blood in your veins, and forgiveness is just another performance. In North Korea, voting is mandatory. But here's the twist. You can only vote for one candidate, the one chosen by the government. There are no real elections, no debates, no choices. Just one name on the ballot. And if you don't show up to vote, you are labeled a traitor. So why even hold elections at all? Simple. It's not a vote. It's a loyalty test. When 100% of the people vote for the same name, it sends a message. Obedience, absolute, undeniable. That's the image the regime wants the world to see. Every citizen is required to memorize 10 ideological principles of the regime and repeat them word for word. If you stutter, if you pause, you're accused of disloyalty. And yes, every single one of those principles glorifies Kim Il-sung. Every television in North Korea is preset to state-run channels like Korean Central Television. You cannot switch channels. You cannot tune into anything else. Trying to do so? Illegal. Imported TVs, clothes with foreign flags, slogans or faces. All of it is banned. The regime believes these are threat carriers of foreign influence. And they want every citizen to adopt only one identity. North Korean. It's not just the locals. Tourists face harsh rules too. You can't explore freely. A government-approved guide must be with you at all times. You're only allowed to visit pre-selected locations. No talking to locals, no random street photography, no interviews unless your guide gives permission. This is not just control. This is choreographed reality. A country curated for the camera and censored for its people. Yes, people in North Korea can own mobile phones and computers. But here's the catch. Their USB drives, phone memory, even computers are routinely checked by authorities. If they find any content from the outside world, a movie clip, a foreign song, even a photo, it can lead to severe punishment. Not just warnings, we are talking labor camps, interrogation, and public shaming. And now, perhaps the darkest truth of all. North Korea has a brutal class system. It's called Songbun. This isn't about money or education. It's about loyalty to the regime traced through generations. From the moment a child is born, their entire future is predetermined. Not by their talent, not by their hard work, but by their family history. If your grandfather once defied the regime, you carry that mark. Your class is lower, your opportunities vanish, education, jobs, food, all dictated by your Songbun status. It's a system designed not to control lives, but to shape entire bloodlines. North Korea doesn't just control what you say, watch, or wear. It controls who you are. This hidden system known as Songbun divides every citizen into one of three invisible castes. And this caste is not based on what you do, it's based on who your ancestors are. At the very top, the core class. These are descendants of those who fought alongside Kim Il-sung during his revolutionary war. They are seen as the most loyal to the regime, and because of that, they receive privileges most North Koreans can't even dream of. They live in Pyongyang, the capital city, a place off limits to the rest. They work in powerful government jobs or hold high military ranks. They are the only ones allowed to own cars. To the regime, they are the golden class, untouchable, trusted. Then comes the wavering class, also called the Donggyo Gishung. These are your average North Korean citizens. Their ancestors were ordinary laborers, farmers, or people with unclear backgrounds. The government sees them with suspicion, not loyal enough, not dangerous enough, just in between. They live restricted lives. They can't move freely. Their careers, their education, even their marriages, all decided by their Songbun status. And at the bottom is the hostile class. These are descendants of those who once opposed the regime, or were landowners, businessmen, religious followers. To the regime, they are traitors by blood, and their punishment? A lifetime of suffering. They are given the worst jobs: mines, construction, street cleaning, manual labor. No rights, no voice, no future. Even their children and grandchildren are marked. Their fate already sealed. In a country where your destiny is decided before you take your first breath, what does freedom even mean? Because in North Korea, you don't rise through hard work. You rise only through bloodline. In North Korea, even basic needs, electricity, water, gas, are rationed. Use too much heat in winter or keep lights on too long and it could raise suspicion. At 17, every citizen, male or female, must serve up to 10 years in the military. It's not optional, it's proof of loyalty. When a Kim family member dies, crying isn't just expected, it's required. If your grief looks fake, it could cost your freedom. Every home must display portrait of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. Not dusting them daily? That's not neglect. It's disrespect to the regime. Even children aren't spared. They memorize speeches, rehearse parades, and celebrate Kim Il-sung's birthday as the day of the sun. It's not for joy, it's for obedience. Loyalty here isn't earned, it's enforced through rationed light bulbs, mandatory grief, and indoctrinated childhoods. North Korea stays cut off because truth is dangerous. The regime fears what might happen if people knew there is a freer world outside. Media, internet, and travel are tightly banned, not by accident, but by design. And then there's the nuclear program. Sanctions and secrecy have only deepened the isolation. The truth we know today, it comes from rare defectors, smuggled USBs, and satellite images. Everything else is hidden. Behind the curtain lies a mystery. A whisper can still be a weapon. At Waking World, we uncover the hidden, the silenced, the strange. If this opened your eyes, subscribe because we are just getting started.